Why the Avengers never truly understood Tony Stark. From the very beginning of times, the Avengers, Tony was never truly seen by his teammates. Cap once challenged him, "Take away the suit. What are you?"
Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
That question cut like a knife, striking at Tony's most vulnerable insecurity. In Steve's eyes, Tony was just a spoiled rich kid who relied on technology to play hero, someone who didn't understand sacrifice or responsibility. Yet when real crisis struck, it was Cap frantically calling for Tony over the comms, desperately needing backup.
Stark, these things are still coming.
I got a nuke coming in. It's gonna blow in less than a minute.
And it was that same selfish man who flew a nuke through a wormhole, a mortal facing death head-on to save the world. That battle saved everyone, but it also planted the seeds of trauma that would haunt him for 6 years. Yet nobody knew. Nobody asked if he had nightmares. Nobody cared if he was afraid. They just kept fighting, kept relying on him, but never tried to understand him. In Time's Age of Ultron asterisk, Tony tried to prevent future catastrophes with his Iron Legion, only to be accused of warmongering by his own teammates. Even Banner turned against him.
I don't want to hear the man was not meant to meddle meddling. I see a suit of armor around the world.
Sounds like a cold world, Tom.
I've seen colder.
Cap clung to his idealistic belief in unity and doing the right thing.
How are you guys planning on beating that? Together. We'll lose. And we'll do that together too.
When Ultron truly spiraled out of control and everything went sideways, Thor stormed back to the compound and grabbed Tony by the throat in a rage. In that moment, Tony didn't fight back. He didn't defend himself. He just silently endured the anger and blame from his own teammates. That scene is heartbreaking, not because Tony was innocent, but because he'd already grown so used to being misunderstood. Yet when Ultron lifted that city into the sky, it was Tony who saved the day. He dove beneath the city and, together with Thor, stopped a catastrophic disaster. But even that couldn't earn him a simple thank you. Or, I get it. In Time's Civil War asterisk, Tony chose to sign the Sokovia Accords, not to control anyone, but to give the team legitimacy and give the world accountability. Yet once again, he became the target of everyone's anger. The deepest cut came from Steve. When Tony discovered the truth about his parents' murder and broke down seeking justice, the man he considered a brother held him down. In that moment, Tony wasn't defeated by an enemy. He was betrayed by someone he trusted. His pain wasn't just about his parents' death. It was about being misunderstood, isolated, and abandoned all over again. In Time's Infinity War asterisk, facing Thanos, Tony still charged to the front lines. His armor shattered, his nanotech depleted, his body covered in wounds, but he never backed down. Tony proved through action that he wasn't the chosen one, but he was always the one willing to step up. By Time's Endgame asterisk, Tony finally stopped staying silent. He ripped the arc reactor from his chest and threw it at Cap. In that moment, he wasn't venting anger, he was saying goodbye. Goodbye to a past where he was never understood. But even then, when the final choice arrived, he still chose sacrifice. For that 1 in 14 million chance, he snapped his fingers, completing his final redemption with his life. Only in that moment did the world finally understand Tony Stark was never the perfect warrior from the hero's handbook. He had fears, trauma, selfishness, and pride, but he always protected this world in his own way.